Hello, everybody. Hi. That was probably quite loud, wasn't it? Hi. 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 First time for no audio issues? I don't know, you tell me. I can hear myself great. Yes, Julia can also hear. That is the announcement for the world. How are we all doing? Hi. Okay, yeah, sounds like we are working. Hello, 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 hello. We are deprived of some background music, so I'm going to have to talk lots. But there's a very good reason why there's no background music. I could turn it on, but I choose not to. You can't tell me what to do. I'm my own man. Hi, welcome to Explorers of Elsewhere, Tavern Between Adventures live stream. We are... we're going to be doing some editing today. It's just me. It's significantly quieter than normal because not only is there no background music, but there's no beloved guests joining us. Because I thought it would be nice to get some editing done, get some work done, and I've been approached by a few people who've asked what madness goes into the editing process, and I thought, well, rather than bore you to tears, I can just bore you to tears by showing you instead. Seems good. Yeah, hello Chris, hello Cole, hello Tilda, hello Sheldon, hello Spanners. Hope you're all good. Also, this is a bit of a cheeky look into the future. Hello, Julia. Yes. Carl is actually spot on the money. I'm always editing. So, much like the only way I got to play Baldur's Gate is by making it content. If I make editing content as well, then I'm laughing. Bit of a sneak peek, because this is actually episode 16, which is due out on Sunday. And I have a somewhat busy weekend ahead of me, full of all sorts of nerdiness that is not related to the channel, surprisingly enough. I'm just going to move you down there. But yeah, so I thought let's just crack on. So, episode 16. Yeah, in the grand scheme of things, through my aided by my raw allergy to a healthy bedtime routine, I've already managed to get this all chopped up. There we are. Cool. And that's basically it for the editing process. Thank you very much for watching. Yes, it's all chopped up. So, worked our way through it. There's a few things that I've deliberately not done, so I can actually have something to do tonight. I feel like is chat being raucous? No, you're being well. It's just Sheldon bringing up the glory holes. Cool. So, what are we doing? Basically, I do a lot of editing. Some might argue I do too much editing, but to them I say phooey. Let's bring some stuff across. So, the aim of tonight... yes, Chris, please do enjoy yourselves. The aim of tonight is... So, obviously, I've got all the video chopped up. I've got all the audio synced up. I now need to put in some background music. I need to put in my outro. I need to import or create a new overlay to go over, because I've got one. Oh, spoilers. I've got one overlay here. I just need to sort the other. So, yeah, we're going to do a bit of music. We're going to do a bit of graphical editing using the best graphical tool, Paint.net. Repping it. Tilda, there is nothing but ADHD, procrastination, and tea. Yeah, so I mean, I guess something that I've considered is that I've been editing for so long that a lot of it is now quite like I realised very early on that a really handy thing is to have like reusable assets. So just kind of thinking, what am I going to need to use in the future? What like what can I reuse? What can I spend time on making once and then never have to make it again? That inevitably never works, but you get GIMP. Paint.net Master Race. I'm just going to stop waffling. I'm just going to start working. So, first off, I need to check to see if you lot can hear the music that I drop in when I drop it in. So, out of curiosity, yays and nays, and remade our civilizations. Can we hear that beautiful dulcet tones of me? I'm going to assume so, because I'm not looking at chat at the moment. Intro Metropolis. So, yeah, I did it. Advanced working audio. I'm learning, aren't I? I'm learning. So yeah, there's that. This is really why I've not put in the background music, just because I'm going to be doing a lot of adding audio. But yeah, so a lot of it is just it. Luckily, it just kind of becomes process a lot of the time. So like, I know that I'm always going to use Metropolis Fanfare for my intros. In the Cormier campaign, it was something else. But it's just stuff like that. So it has been less. Wait. This is the Cormier one. Oh, it's all gone wrong. This adventure begins. There we are. I thought that sounded a bit too upbeat. So we want the volume down to 20, because apparently it blows out our eardrums if it's not. It has been less than a few months since. Yeah, this is boo Wondershare Filmora. I don't honestly know why I started working with Filmora. I think it was just like the convenient option at the time. Because yeah, like, I guess if I had access to Adobe and still have a healthy bank balance, probably would have used that. But Filmora was absolutely fine, and then they weren't. But then they've been fine since. So, like, you know, like an unfaithful partner that you're given a second chance to. They've not kind of raised their head over the battlements since. There was a whole thing. Adobe is expensive and gobbles resources. It'd be nice to know how to use it, given that it's like industry standard kind of thing. But it's a turning point for the people of elsewhere. I'm at the point where as the mortals strode out to reclaim their lost. Oh, it's really hard talking over myself. mean, yeah, Fillmore has been fine. There were some troubled times. There was consideration of going to Da Vinci. That's another free, pretty comprehensive system, that program. But it seemed a bit more confusing. Just seemed to be a lot more stuff. I think it's when you get to know something so well and then you have to change, like, rather than learning how to do stuff, you're learning. I don't know. It feels more difficult relearning something, or sort of like altering your knowledge of something rather than learning from fresh. But yeah. Yeah, Filmora. They did a naughty. Carl will tell you all about it. Yeah, no, I think the reason I actually picked it up is because it's like, oh, okay. When I bought it, it was like you could pay £50 or whatever it was, and that was like a one-off. It gave you a lifetime subscription, like a lifetime registration type thing, and then that was it. And then happily using it, and then there came a point. I'm like, no one really knows why, but they decided to, because I picked up Filmora 9, and when they were going to Filmora 12, I think, so they'd done the upgrades, they tried to charge everyone for this new version of Filmora, and then everyone was kicking off because, like, no, I've paid for a lifetime subscription, and then it turned out that whoever was in charge had changed the T's and C's to say the lifetime gave you free updates, but this is an upgrade, so therefore you have to pay. And like, there was a part of me that was like, I'm far too busy, I need to carry on editing, so it was like £30. But for a lot of people there was a distinct principle. Yeah. But yeah, like, a lot of people got very angry. A lot of YouTubers who were using Filmora got very angry and being very, very public. It was quite a scumbag, yes. But they backed down. They gave certain, like, if you signed up early enough. So luckily I had. They then gave, they carried on giving free upgrades, and I've not seen any hoo-ha since. But we will see.
That pay for his crimes, and there is one who more than any other.
Dum dum dum.
Who dat?
I love Anton's little chirps at the end of every intro. Death, taxes, and Anton's responses after the intro.
Who dat?
Alright, I can't remember if this is happy or not.
Frinker, Davin, and Knock and Bob.
So, yeah, I spend quite a long time putting the music in, because as far as I'm concerned, a decent background track to any kind of role-playing game immediately kind of uplifts it. Just like musically, you can infer so much about a scene. Like, you can help a listener or a viewer, like, you can free up their brain space by playing music because of that, and then just immediately intones like emotion, theme, suspense, whatever.
That.
So it's a sort of thing that I'm happy to spend some time looking at.
We
now on this bit, for reasons, where is it? I've lost it. I've lost my music. Where's my music? Romantic Violin Suite. For reasons. For certain reasons. I've just thought, who's the sound of Filmora is a bit loud compared to me. Alright, well, we'll turn that down then, won't we?
as the mortals strode out to
sound?
reclaim their lost world, Their departure was heralded with celebration and excitement, the people eager to hear what was to be rediscovered. But those more cynical, or sensible, knew that the dangers facing the explorers would be grave. Forces with less...
Hopefully that's a bit better. That's not blasted into the red and shredding your eardrums. So, yeah, something I've noticed when it comes to putting in the background music, like whacking things up to like minus 20 decibels, seems really like over the top. But
Who dat?
And so
better, thank you. Marvelous.
we
I've just Tilda, you're gonna get spoilers. Unless Carl's just told you everything.
Comstock,
Carl's gonna like that
Galena,
a little bit.
Milia, Forest Canopy.
How long is this track?
We find you having and Galena, as you say that, the figure steps forward and you hear a branch, a twig snap on.
I am very glad to see you all again.
It dawns on you.
Let's go.
Last time in the forest. What are you?
Oh, there was a little swell there. Oh, let's. Let's kill it right there. Let's cut it there. Let's fade out there. Yeah, this is my university music degree being put to use. Loud noises. It's dedication to the spoiler if you want to avoid them using your child. That's the excuse. Okay. So, as an aside, it's very ominous. Turn that down a bit. Yeah. So, in terms of the music, because there's so much stuff that you can use, but I found that for me, one of the best purchases I ever made was a subscription to let's see, subscription to click this guy. So tabletop audio. I need to download some new tracks. Yeah, so like the membership for tabletop audio is like hella in the grand scheme of things, hella cheap. And there's like weekly releases, and they're all 10 minutes long. And if you're a Patreon, you can like break it down into like music and ambience, and sometimes there's like alternate ambience, bits with it, extra bits in, extra bits out. And I mean, yeah, I think I'm paying like $5 a month. And yeah, like the music's just straight up usable. I never get any problems with like copyright claims or anything like that, which I do get from like Pixabay, which is where I sometimes get other music. It's just a bit of can just be a bit of a nuisance. But yeah, tabletop, like it's designed for sort of like RPGs and that. So yeah, super handy. And like, so that one, I think that must have been 385th release. Yeah, so like when it comes to music in role-playing games, like, yeah, tabletop audio have just been fantastic for this because I can use it on YouTube. So Sheldon, when it comes to sort of like in person, or if you're using music that isn't going to be on like YouTube, for example, there's loads of sort of like combat or music playlists that you can find on YouTube. So you'll find that like someone's cheekily grabbed like the Skyrim wandering around the world theme that we all know and love. Like, it's all just ingrained into our collective psyches now. And they'll have that, and that's helpful to set a mood. So yeah, certainly when I play role-playing games in person, I'll just find a YouTube playlist, whack that on for like combat, or it's like, oh, it's a spooky castle playlist. 2 Steps from Hell, yeah, that's a blast from the past. Like, that is, yeah, short and sweet for blast from the past. Tilda, what do you mean you've been a wreck for the past 2 episodes? I don't know what you mean. So everyone's fine.
I am very glad.
What's this one sound like? Oh, that one's for Shadowrun. Can close that down. Nope. Nope. I can absolutely do my best for janky, freaky toy music. Yeah, I had to lean on Pixabay real hard for the one shots before year 1. And that was a night. Well, no, I mean, it's a nightmare, but it was absolutely crucial to do. But like, you have to prove that you're allowed to use all of those. For a channel of this size currently, like, I can't be demonetized. But going forward, like, it would be a problem. It's just like every time I use a Pixabay track, I have to send off a anti-claim to be like, no, I'm allowed to use it. You told me I could use it. Please. But yeah, listening to some of the stuff, like, this is what like the Goblin Quest music folder looks like. And it's just trying to figure out what the tracks would be called. But I reckon this one will be yeah, so we've got, I think we'll get quite a lot of use out of these. Also, surprisingly good for the shorts when you lot, when I'm having to ridicule all of your serious roleplay in a 1-minute segment. Yes, Chris, thank you. Yeah, so there was loads of... So yeah, there's also like non-commercial music. And yeah, I mean, it was like 60 gigabytes of it, wasn't it? And actually, Carl, there was a lot of like retro wave, synthy, 8-bittiness in there. So I'm gonna hopefully be able to use a lot of that for an upcoming one-shot that we have planned. Right. ADHD has struck again. Right, I'm gonna ignore you all. Just try and figure out what we're trying to do. I think this is cyberpunky. Yes, that's cyberpunky. Skull Island. Warlock's Whisper. Ooh. Yes, Chris, yours will be most serious of all of the one shots. Unless it actually will be, in which case we're just not prepared. We don't know what's coming. Is this quite... let's be honest, Carl. It's us, so it's going to be chaos. Ooh, maybe this one. The Yokai Forest. Yes. Let's chuck that in there. Drop that down to -20 so I don't melt eardrums. Fade that. Oh, fade that in.
What are you?
I am very glad to see you all again. That is what I am. Hello, friends.
Don't know if I like that. This is why it takes me so long to edit. Do I need to cut out the violins earlier?
The figure looks at you for a moment, and
God. Yeah, this is weird.
What if? What if? What if? What if? What if? What if I could drop this to like 25. Zoom in. And then minus 20. Okay, so we've got
the figure.
So we've got a volume drop there until the end. We take out Yokai Forest. I'm hoping someone who does lots of editing will just kind of swan in and be like, "What are you doing, Dan? There's a much easier way of doing everything you're doing. You should do it like this, you silly sausage." Scream to the rafters, Sheldon.
The figure looks at you for a moment, and with this song kind of wafting.
Is that a bit clashy? So I need to drop to 30. Yeah,
The figure looks at you for a moment, and with this song kind of wafting through the air around you.
Control Alt Delete.
And
Is that?
Galena, as you say that, the figure steps forward and you hear a branch, a twig snap underfoot.
I feel like that's got to go even quieter. Minus 40 is basically off at this point.
The figure
let's do a gentle fade. We fade this in.
looks at you for a moment, and
Yeah. Have I cut too much off? Yeah, I have. Yeah, wham.
the figure looks at you for a moment, and with this song kind of wafting through the air around you.
Last time the forest showed us our own fear.
Cool, that's better. So yeah, one of his. Maybe I'll do a poll. Maybe I'll tell you what. Let's start a poll. There we go. We have a poll. Because, I mean, I think everyone here knows. But yeah, obviously I'm VAing in Fallout. And, where that game's, fully on schedule to be released at year end, they're asking for people to edit videos for, like, promo for the release. So, yeah, I mean, there'll be short videos. Very, very short videos. Maybe I'll just sneak in, like, Explorer of Elsewhere logos in the videos just to subliminally convince people to come.
The song.
Nah! Of course it's not paid.
Yes,
No one's paid. Chris, it's 2023.
as I say, it's
Waking from a grave is.
We simply funnel. We are fed life energy by the corporations.
So I.
the thing with stories.
You know what? Because I've just realised I've spent half hour getting through 16 minutes of footage. Yeah. Imagine that I've just done that for 2.25 hours. I do need to edit the overlays. So, la 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 la. How do I do things? So, yeah, going back earlier to what I was saying about sort of like stuff that I can reuse. It's stuff like this, just kind of knowing that the overlays I've got can be used, and most importantly that they're editable enough that I can reuse them. Spoilers. Ooh, and also on cam noticing that that's not right. No dead pixels for you. Right. So we can then go in and... but you couldn't do this on GIMP. Yeah. Got him. She needs to go. She's dead. Whoop. Boop. Boop. Sheldon, you should say yes, because right now the sensible vote is winning. Tilda, I can neither confirm nor deny your suspicions. I will say that Galena was playing around with a lot of ghosts, though, wasn't she? PC names? No. Triadian name. There we are. Bish Bash. Bish Bash Bosch. Oh, is that too big? Oh, is that going to look poo? Oh, it's going to look poo. Okay. We're going to do it old school. This is... You're all about to witness Carl's favoritist bit about paint.net. Oh, let's raise that all the way to the top and then do that again. Oh my god, I've got so many layers. I probably don't need any of them, many of them. So what's this? Control A delete, yeah? That's I reckon 60. How's that sound? No, that is definitely not big enough. We're going to go 75. That is also 2. Is it just 72? Yeah. Right, so we're going to plonk that there. We're going to make that white. And then we're going to find yeah, but if you group layers on GIMP, then whatevs. What'd I do? Oh god. Okay, so hang on. Let's start naming these. This is something I'm really bad at. So Dryadia name. Okay. Right. Don't worry, Chris. I would also love a finished video in 20 minutes. I've got a very, very busy day ahead of me tomorrow, so I do actually need to get this finished by tonight. Hence why I'm live streaming my snailishly slow work. I'm just having a major brain fart. What is life? What am I doing? I've got to do that. And then I've got to what is it? I can't. Right, let's have a clean up. Everyone, this is I'm giving the world proof that I do actually clean up after myself. I don't. What is that? Okay, so that's the Dryadia portrait. Right, so I know that now. Where are the names? Oh, this is top tier content right here. Is it Dan name? Right. Names. There we go. Yeah, maybe maybe I should just keep the live stream going until I'm done. Okay, so here we are. Actually, probably need that. This is single-handedly Carl's favouriteest bit of the whole process. So we've got 2 layers. One of them's black and one of them's white, and then I grab the fill all and I make it black, and I do like global, and I go hey ya. No, that much. Boom. Flawless. Best, most efficient way of doing that. Carl, you joke, but I mean, Julia can 100% testify that there have been mornings, Sunday mornings, where I've like at 4 o'clock and I've just gone, oh no, because I've realised something's wrong with the upload, and then I have to sit there and wait for it to export so I can then upload it. We've got a lot of as in the group now. Carl, you've broken the pattern here. Comstockia. There we are. Imagine if I accidentally left that in. Okay, so we've done that, and then we have a new glow. Oh, Dryadia glow copy. We've got a glow on here somewhere. La-da-dee. La-da-da. glow. Frinker glow. Yeah, boom. I can call that the Dryadia glow. Then we zoom. You can't edit without the noises. That's the most important part about editing, is making the noises. Ooh. Donk. And then we dead. There we are. So Meg, okay, and then so. Did I mean to save that? Well, I'm committing now. I must admit, that was probably really loud. I must admit that ever since I got this new setup, and most importantly in a solid state, the export has been significantly quicker. Like we're talking like an hour and a half. Is it an hour and a half? Maybe about an hour. Just over an hour for one of the full-blown 2.5 hour episodes. Right, next up is the people down the bottom. So we got Amelia, we got a Galena. Oh, then we need the new Galena. We got a Frinker, we need a Comstock. There he is. And then we... Oh, that's probably going to get me cancelled. Move Comstock to the side here. Move... Let's go Milia next. She can sneak in there. Then let's go... Oh, wait, no. No, what we do need to do... Maybe I should get some music on in the background for y'all. Maybe that'll... Well, I've got just the idea, the perfect idea. I've got so many external hard drives. Why with me? Right. H drive. Yeah, let's do this one. Put that on loop. But I've got to keep talking over it, otherwise I'll get copyright claimed. Oh no! Although my commitment to the bit is going to cause me even more pain. I think that's my life, isn't it? Commitment to the bit causes me more stress. Oh god, I can't do that. No. Good god. Could you say a bit about how you pick which part of the episode should be the short? It's gotta be... arguably, the most important bit is that I usually try to go for a laugh a lot of the time. But then it's got to be something that is also self-contained within... Well, at most I've got a minute to play with. And I usually try my best, well, for better or worse, I try to make it a minute long, like the shorts. So it's got to be able to squeeze into a minute, but there's also got to be... There's got to be enough substance that without context, you kind of know what's going on. I think we've all... yeah, Chris, I heard the good bit. like I think we've all seen like shorts or TikToks, where we just think, what was that? Like, what did I just watch? Like, I was scrolling today, and someone had uploaded a video of a load of pigeons on a statue. That was it. There wasn't any commentary. There wasn't any explanation or who the statue was, or if the statue normally is covered in pigeons or not covered in pigeons. But there it was. I didn't understand why I'd watched it, but I had. So yeah, for me, it's really important to know what it is. Like, why am I going to get hopefully a laugh out of this? Is she too big? She's facing the wrong way. That's why it looks weird to me. Right. I'm about to. We're diving into the archives, everyone. We're going into Hero Forge. Right. So first off, we're gonna get rid of the shield, and we're gonna get rid of the spear, and then we're gonna turn the head. The beautiful thing about Hero Forge is that they keep on updating, which means I get more and more stuff to be excited about. Hero Forge has just been a bit of a godsend. And for better or worse, I don't see very many people using it. And I'm pretty sure you just straight up can. Like, looking at their T's and C's and that. There's nothing stopping content creators using their stuff. That said, I could be woefully wrong. I'm going to get a horrible surprise if the channel gets bigger. But yes, if I've got a funny segment, that is always a bit of a slam dunk for being the short. Do I? She's very big. I think what I need to do is actually do. Is everyone? Yeah, everyone's down to the waist, so I need to capture that. Copy that. Boom. She's like 7 foot, so that needs to be about there compared to Comstock. Yeah, and then we am I gonna hate this? Am I gonna hate this? I hate it a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Well, I'll do. Funny is subjective, so for I get. Well, I guess I already kind of know that my target audience is probably gonna be. Oh, poo. Like role-playing nerds. So, I think, yeah, I mean, thankfully, on quite a few episodes, there are sort of like, there are moments where you just 100% know, oh, it's going to be, like, that's going to be it. So, yes, as Carl's mentioned in the chat, like, Pain Train Hiram in the Cormier campaign, it was just like, that's not. Actually, no, that required quite a bit of work on my part. in the Cormier finale, Zumbo getting his peg leg. Like, I knew that was going to be the winner. Yeah, I like, one of the things I do try to avoid is like inside humor. So I mean, I think every role-playing group's got a load of like inside jokes around their table that, you know, just recurring things that happen or are said that just make everyone giggle. But without that kind of reinforced context, it means nothing. So I try to avoid that. I mean, in year one, like Milia getting her double 20. So when she crit with disadvantage, like, that was just one of those moments where it's not kind of funny per se, but like, without context, you can watch that and go, I understand that this is a thing that has happened. Like, a thing has happened. An unexpected thing has occurred. Yeah, I see. Like, Hero Forge have, I do see some thumbs. Not as many as I thought I would see. I mean, there's a lot of people that do hand drawn stuff, and truth be told, if I had more time, I would 100% do like hand drawn art for like the channel. But it's all very much a case of like, where can I save my time? And Hero Forge gives me something that's very aesthetically pleasing to look at, as far as I'm concerned. Galena. Oh, where's Galena? I've lost Galena. There she. No, not that Galena. Handsy Galena. Yeah, she's just hiding. Yeah, Hero Forge gives me something that's very aesthetically pleasing, and I can go back and, like, for stuff like this, just getting very different character models. So like all the thumbnails, I can just, being able to take an existing model and chop it around a bit, throw it back out. Lovely jobs. Which short was I most proud of? Tell you what. Wrap this out with another tangent. La da da, la da da, YouTubeception. Let's go here, and let's go to the playlists, and then let's go to the shorts. Oh, wow, that's. I just said shorts and then clicked on one shots, didn't I? Where's my shorts playlist? Oh, it's in the tab. Okay, so let's scroll through. If I click on popular and then Pain Train here, I'm still at the top. I was very proud of this one, which is the Katya being really mean to Slate. But if I scroll to the bottom, what's at the bottom? Yeah, it's really weird. Like, some of them just don't take.
So the ship is, for all intents and purposes, yours.
Some of them just don't take off.
Of War Wizards and the Draven Marauders. What do you wish to do now?
It might suggest Katya that since she'd got the keys from the captain still, she'd like go around and nick everything of value, basically.
Yeah, definitely do that.
Are you serious?
Yeah, of course the bloody am.
Because like shorts like this, like they've got a pretty strong narrative. And it's got all the context self-contained, so you can kind of get where the funny's coming from. But yeah, this one just never took off, which was really weird.
Be bearing the flags of the Cormerian Navy.
Zomboy, should I go and talk to people about, that we are trying not to seem like pirates?
Look at this emerald we just found, and this diamond. Look at this cutlery I just stole, Zumbo, under your command. I got everything of value and put it on deck, just like you told me.
Jumbo, what should I do with the bodies?
It's also nice when the shorts have kind of everyone involved.
Other than trying to find this person, we don't know where to find them, and we don't know what they did during the handover.
Oh, that's the other one. If there's an animal involved, that's becoming the short. Like, that's just.
So you're able to get a day.
This one here.
Yeah.
Is happening. You know that.
A few moments later.
You have to track down this person before it happens, just so we can keep tabs on them, I guess.
Well, it would be somewhat difficult to. If you're able to find them before the meet, then fantastic. But find them before the meet, that's fantastic. But it might. Yeah.
Jake, what is that thing?
It's a dog, so it's just pestering me to try and possibly get for a wee, and then open the door, and it's just really windy that she decided to change her mind, so she's just sit with me for a minute. Yeah, this is a little lower, only tiny little dog.
I think that's a cat.
Yeah, animals will always get on the channel. But yeah, there's been quite a few. Weirdly, a lot of the ones that I thought were a bit slapdash have then gone on to be like to do really, really well. But I also notice that there's a few. There's one from. It was the Blue Dragon like side shots. Was it this one?
Knowles, as you look across the room,
Yeah.
behind the piano, you recognise your date.
Nolani, I'm coming, and I'm.
So this one here, I thought was quite funny, and that might be because I was there. And then yeah, it only got like what 70 views on YouTube, and then like single digits on like TikTok. And I was just like, why? what is it about this? Like, why is this being shadow banned? I have fully forgotten I'm supposed to be editing. Good God. You're all terrible influences. Like, when I miss the deadline on Sunday, I can blame it all on you lot. But just real quick, because again, I know that, boom, Carl loves this. So we go brightness, contrast. This is high level editing right here. Contrast goes up, and then click, 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 and then we chuck in a little cheeky blur. There we go. Let's go for a nice round 10. Oosh. There we are. Boom. Cool. So if I save that, and then we save that as a pung. What? Right, let's call it level 5, just in case. Act 3. Cool. And then, there we are. A successful stream. I've done an overlay. Oh, God. I still need to write up the bloody one-page RPG. Ugh. 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 So I'm really keen to run, but I just have no idea when I'm going to bloody do it. Right, so then I can chuck this in here. Zoom in. There we are. Zoom in. And then, ba-ja-bam! Does that look right? That looks right. Hello, Proxy Table Gaming. hello. Thanks for joining us. Well, you say that, Tilda. I'm going to be here till 2 a.m. But you lot are probably going to start dispersing now, as it is now 8 o'clock. Hi. So I just looked up in chat. Who's the guy? He's super handsome. So this is Comstock. So he's an ex-soldier from the war. He defended a town called Hugelstadt, and during the eschaton, and in the aftermath, he was actually witness to a world spirit called the Storm Bear, and he hasn't stopped rabbiting on about it since. Cool. So, yeah. This is the overlay that I'm going to get a lot of use out of until the end of the campaign for reasons. Let me just drag that all the way to the end. Bosh. Oh. And then, somewhere in there, we can then pull that back. Bosh. Put in this one. Donk. And then we'll go put the corner thing up there. That will happen soon. Yeah. You know what? Let's just quickly chuck these in. Chuck that in. Chuck that in. No, that doesn't need to be an evaporate. That needs to be a dissolve, and then that needs to be a 30 half-second dissolve.
What is?
And then chuck that down here on the video as well.
What is going on?
Elsewhere. Ooh, there's an elsewhere. So, a successful editing session for me. I'm going to call it here because I'm yeah, I know I'll get very distracted if I carry on. But yes, I guess a peek behind the curtain. I mean, I was hoping it was foolish of me to think that me would get any more done, but it was fun anyway. I definitely enjoyed it. Get rid of that. Don't need that. Yeah, very much last orders. Should you put this much effort into your own videos if you make them? Probably not. Probably not. But I'm a silly sausage, so. Oh. You also get really good at seeing when you have snippets of video, like milliseconds worth.
You can feel.
There we are. Cool. Yeah. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining me in my chronic procrastination. I truly appreciate it. If you want to see what it is that... If you want to see if I finish editing this, make sure to come back on Sunday for the release of episode 16. And make sure to, if you liked this whirlwind of production, make sure to hit the like button. Thank you for being in the chat, one and all. If you are intrigued by how I managed to get as much content out as I do, given how slowly I work, consider subscribing to the channel and hitting the bell icon for notifications when we upload new stuff. Because we've got Dungeons and Dragons actual plays. We've got non-Dungeons and Dragons actual plays. We've got Baldur's Gate co-op playthroughs. We've got shorts. We've got live streams. Hey, so yeah, make sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and join us for any future stuff. I can't promise I won't kill anyone in the next game, Tilda. You can't make me promise that. Right. Thank you all, once and for all, and I will see you next time. Bye bye bye. How do I turn this off?